Hi. I was eating hot Cheeto puffs, so it took me a while. It's me, Marquayla, the light speaker, where we help cure those hearts. Um, Another long day. A very excuse me. A very long day. I had a very long day to the point that I had to tell you guys the longest day that I had. So we all know that I suffer with the voices, and we all know my diagnosis. I have psychosis. So, what's going on is that the voices started talking, and they were just talking and talking and talking all day to the point that I even realized that I'm starting to feel like they're transferring everything out of my body and putting it into their mouths, and they're just doing some stuff. I don't know what they're doing. So I think they're doing a body transfer, and they're milking everything out of my body, and they're just doing some weird stuff. Now, I know I sound crazy like always. It's quite common for me to sound crazy, but I'm just trying to tell you guys that someone's really doing some stuff here. They're doing something. And I don't know, but they're doing something that it's very scary, because they're constantly messing around with me. They're constantly being mean. They're constantly doing stuff that I'm just like, oh my gosh. So every day they were yelling and cursing. Now, last night, okay, let me bring out the board, because this needs to be discussed. This needs to be discussed. Oh my goodness, I had a long day. As you can tell, it's very long. Paper towel. Paper towel is more easier, but I'm just going to use my hand. It's okay. I have a lot going on, so I'm just going to use my hand. Okay. So now, okay. So this is what's going on here. I was laying down in my bed. Okay. So, can you see it? Okay, yeah, you can see it. As I was laying down in my bed, I noticed something, okay? And this is what I noticed as I was laying. Something weird was going on, okay? The voices, okay? I have a way to just communicate and just be like in my mind telling them, stop talking, okay? Well, I noticed when I was talking, they told me not to talk. And I'm thinking this is the reason why they're telling me not to talk, is because they're doing so many transfer a day. They're transferring too many things out of my body. And once they're transferring out of my body, it's going somewhere else. So I don't know how to explain the transfer they're doing, but I know that they're transferring something out, which is really kind of very concerning on what they're doing, because I'm not sure, but something is getting transferred out of my body. Yet alone my smaller voices, I hear them trying to talk, and I hear the loud voice overpowering them. So I hear someone telling me that there was no need to have smaller voices because that's what the loud voice is for. But however, when you're hearing someone holler and scream and fight with you all day, you don't need that. So you're just sitting there thinking like, okay, what did they diagnose me with, and why are they giving me such loud noise? Because it's loud. So it's something else going on. But when you hear the loud noise, I also heard smaller voices today before I went to get ready for work. I heard the smaller voices. And so I was thinking, I don't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know what I was gonna do. All I know is that I was laying in the bed and they were constantly messing around with me every day, that they were trying to make sure I don't remember. They were trying to make sure I just kind of forget everything. And then they were like saying that they were just so mean to me, okay? Discriminated against. I felt like I was getting discriminated against by the voices now, because I'm like, okay, they're so disgusted in me, but they're supposed to have been gone and they're not leaving. They're still here. So what's going on here? Because this doesn't sound right. So while they're talking about how they're disgusted in me and they're tired of me and all these things, I'm discovering that they took stuff out of me. And I don't know where they put me at. I really don't know. Because every time, every day, they're like, she needs not to be in the body. She needs to get out of the body. She needs to get out. 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 And then every day I'm like, how many times do I need to get out of my body until my body is not my body no more? So I noticed that I have a hole in my head. So I think the hole in the head, they're pulling I don't know how to explain it, but it sounds like to me that the hole in the head, they're pulling everything out. And what they're doing as they're pulling everything out, they're making sure that I don't get in there, okay? Because their main goal is to distract, okay? Sometimes when you have voices, their main goal is to distract. Now, I have psychosis, okay? So if I have psychosis, all I have problem with is voices. Well, the problem I have is that I have an extra problem. It's not just the voices, my head. And then not only that, when I'm listening to the voices, they're saying stuff totally just off the wall, awkward, okay? They're saying stuff like, don't eat, don't drink. They're telling me stuff like, don't use restrooms. What else they're telling me? They're saying a lot of stuff. I'm writing it down. I don't know if you can see it here. Okay. But I wrote it down. I'm writing it down what they're telling me. Don't use restrooms. They definitely don't want me talking inside my mind. And they're like mind readers. So someone's doing mind readers, someone's doing the talking stuff, someone's doing all this stuff. It's just so much stuff that I'm just like, what are they doing? So I feel like what they did was take everything out, and they told me stuff like, don't use the restroom, don't drink, don't eat. What else they told me? They keep saying that they can't drink water or they can't have water. And so they just keep saying certain stuff. And I noticed too, my memory. So they keep saying all day long, all these people, but it's only just me all day. All day it's just me. So I'm thinking someone's trying to, the self-talking. Yes. Self-talking. I think someone is trying to make sure that I don't be talking to myself. So they come into my conversations, but not only that, they've been in my mind so much with the voices that I don't know who discovered that I can even hear voices. Okay? So I know that I told online that, of course, but I'm saying I don't know who's sitting around all day long, 24 hours, 24 hours a day, all along with me with the voices. And then they want me to hear other voices. And then it's like kind of ghostly like, okay? So it's like, am I getting the voices confused with a ghost? Because the voices are talking and okay, so my voice can talk, and it talked, and the person talked and said exactly what I said, but their voice is talking and they're saying exactly what I believe a ghost is actually saying. So now you got someone that's a ghost talker, that ghosts can talk through their mouths. But then they got humans can talk to their mouths too. So they're dead and alive. Okay? So if they're dead and alive and they have all this stuff going on, that's a lot of stuff they have going on here. And so I'm sitting here and I'm trying to figure out what are they doing, because who discovered my name? The only way you can discover it, unless you're on my online site, Marquayla the Live Speaker, and then I hear the voices, but they're different from the other voices I hear. So I'm like, okay, this is a multi-millionaire stuff going on here. Okay, this is a case, a big murder case. It's huge, because you're trying to figure out how many murderers did you have, and did you even have murderers, or did you just have one person using multi-millionaire voices all day? What's going on? And how many people did you have around you? Because it's too many of them going on at once that you can't even understand what they're doing. So it's kind of confusing on what they were doing, and I'm kind of lost on what they were doing. So I'm sitting there like, just in case I forget, I got to blab my mouth off now, because I'm not going to remember later on, because something keeps knocking me out. Like, for example, I can use my computer chair as an example. Okay, so when I'm sitting here, all right, I'm at work and I'm sitting and I have the telephone, I have everything seated at work. Something is just beating me up and badly at work, and I can't focus, and there's all of this messages that I have to get done. It's like 100 something messages I have to get done. And how am I going to get all these 100 messages done if I got someone hitting me inside my head while I'm trying to get the phones done? So it was just so concerning, to the point I'm like, okay, someone's saying that they're transferring me, but I'm getting hit in my head like I'm having a concussion. Something is seriously going on, to the point that, pow, getting knocked in the head, and I'm just like this, so I'm like, who keeps hitting my head every day like this? Because you're hitting stuff that is just bad. Okay, there's one thing for someone just trying to say, okay, I did some stuff to take you out of your body and put you in mines so you can be safe, so they can leave you alone. But if you put me in your body and I'm still in my body, how did you put me all the way in your body? And then if I'm crawling up your body and you're crawling up my body, what are we doing? Or are we really crawling up each other's bodies? Or we are getting bamboozled and we're getting beat up bad. And so I'm thinking what's going on is that we're getting beat up bad. Okay. And while I'm sitting there talking and conversating and trying to figure this out, someone's knocking me out my head. So I can hear birds. I didn't never discuss that, but I can hear the birds talking. I can hear the cars talking. I can hear anything that moves or speaks or whatever. I can hear that. So I don't know if someone's being funny about Marquayla the Live Speaker, but I can seriously hear cars. I can hear birds. I can hear, I can hear real live voices. I can hear so many things. And I said, it sounds like Doolittle, but a little bit of updated, because, I can hear all. And so the fact that I can hear all, I don't know if someone's trying to be funny with the Marquayla the Light Speaker where we help cure the hearts, because really the main ideal of my business is to tell people how I'm doing, keep them updated, and if something's falling apart, I let them know that I'm falling apart, and I am seriously falling apart. So I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, because it's very, very strange what they're doing to me. Strange. So I thought I'd write it down, because every single day I'm trying to figure out something, and it's just very difficult. I'm like, what's going on here? Because Birdie's outside is telling them, leave her alone, stop. They really is saying that. So it's just like, why y'all put a hole in my head and hit me while I'm walking? What's going on? Especially during routes, I have to be really careful during routes, because you hitting me inside my head is just not safe to do, and it's not nice to do that. Why are you hitting me upside my head? Why are you doing that to me? I can feel you hitting me in my head. So why are you hitting me in my head for? What did I do so wrong to you that you wanna keep putting your hands on me? Why? So I don't know what's going on, but someone's just using the little voices as an excuse to beat me down badly. So while the voices is having full conversations, bow, I'm getting knocked on the head like how you do the hammer and you put your stuff up together, they bow right in the head. I'm like, ooh, someone just did some major fractures, and I don't know how I'm gonna get this fixed, because I don't sound right. They thinking it's a gunshot wound and all types of stuff, but no, somebody hit me side my head. So I don't know what to do. Something is serious about me not eating, not me drinking, all types of stuff. While I'm talking, I gotta wish my sister Patrice a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday, dear Patrice. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. And many more uncountable. Woo! Now I just gotta figure out how old you are, because you're probably about 30. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, you may be 30, because you're older than me. You have to be in your 30s. I'm gonna check today. Actually, I'm gonna check right now. Let me check on my mind. Let me see. Let me see here. Hold on. July 1st, 1992. July If my birthday July 1st, 1992, you had to be. Oh, I was close. I was close. She's 29. She is 29 years old. 29 years old. So she's there. She's there. So happy birthday, sis. We love you so much, and you have such a great heavenly birthday. Love you. All right, guys. Talk to you later.